Greetings, everyone. I am Crystal Forman. I'm the owner and educator of Holistic Wellness and Health, where we make healthy living easy, nutritious, delicious, and fun. Today, we will be making 3 dishes. We're going to make a melon smoothie, melon salad, as well as basil pesto. We'll be using sunflower seeds, so it'll be the sunflower seed pesto recipe that's on the website. All of the recipe links are in the description, so you can follow along with me if you have the ingredients too. And we're going to get started. So if you are watching live, say hello, let me know you're here. If you can hear and see me okay, let me know that as well. We are broadcasting on the Black Veg Society's website or Facebook page, as well as Holistic Wellness and Health Facebook and YouTube channel. So we're going to get started. We have our beautiful watermelon here, very heavy, and this is actually an extra large cantaloupe. I'm going to get started with cutting up our watermelon. So some people see a watermelon this size and they're a little intimidated by it, but just make sure you have a nice sharp knife. They actually do have watermelon knives out there. I have one, and this is basically a serrated knife, but I'm going to use just a nice sharp chef knife. And depending on the size, you can cut this way or this way. Today, I'm going to go lengthwise, although everything's telling me to go this way. So I'm going to listen to what everything the ancestors tell me to go this way. This is what we're going to say. So we're going to cut just in half. If you need to, you can turn it a little bit. There we go. And for those who care, which I know a lot of folks do care, this is a seeded watermelon, which means it's a nice fertile watermelon. And I know we've gotten away from seeded watermelon in the past 20 or so years, but it's definitely making a comeback. So if you can get seeded, that's the best. These seeds are actually really good for you. A lot of cultures, African and Asian cultures, actually use the seeds in a lot of dishes. So don't throw your seeds away. You can actually get used to chewing them, which is what I do. I actually eat watermelon. I don't even spit out the seeds anymore like I used to. I eat the whole thing. No. Because this is organically grown, we're actually going to save these rinds. And there's several dishes we can do with this. So I will probably juice some of it, but I will save it and think of some other things to do as well. But definitely keep your rind when it's organic. So I just cut it in half one more time. So we have 4 of our watermelon here. I'm actually going to remove this, just give us some counter space. I'm still in the city. Okay, these sounds in the county too. City county, all these beautiful sounds of. So we're going to get started with our beautiful watermelon here. So the recipe for the salad calls for 3 cups of cut watermelon and 3 cups of cantaloupe. You can also use honeydew. So if you have honeydew, you can actually mix it depending on what type of melon you have. I'm just cutting through one more time. And for this blending, I'm going to remove some of the seeds just so it blends nicely, but I'm not worried about removing those seeds. Not a priority here. So I'm just going to slice through and get a lot of the flesh. If you get some of the white part, that's fine. It's just not as sweet. And now I'm going to go and cut this just within it. I'm not going all the way through. So if you want to, I love to use frozen fruit in my smoothies. For those who've watched my other demos, you know I love to use frozen fruit. I did freeze some of the cantaloupe, but for your salad, you can actually do some of it frozen and then let it thaw throughout the day if you're taking it for lunch. So I'm just going to put this in. I'm just going to remove just a few of the seeds. So if you're here live, say hello. Let me know you're here. If you're watching, you can put in hashtag live to say hello. And I can feel that this is a very sweet watermelon. You can just feel the texture. This is going to be super sweet. Which is great. So that is actually enough for that. And then I'm going to actually cut up some, since I have it here, for our smoothie. For this, we only need 1.5 cups of watermelon and 1.5 cup of our cantaloupe. So actually for the salad, I'm going to remove just a little more of these seeds because I know not everybody is a fan of the seeds. It's not just me eating this. But I think that the older people are used to, everyone 45, 40 years old and older to be used to spitting out seeds because that's how it was. So I'm just going to remove some more of those in a little bit. And this is going to, say again? Okay, cool. Nice. Let's going to put what we need for, keep all that together. This is going to be for our smoothie. That's a little more than 1.5 cups, that's fine. And we're going to cut up our cantaloupe now. I'm just going to move this out of the way. If you're just joining in, we are making melon smoothies and a melon salad. We're also going to make some sunflower seed basil pesto using this beautiful basil from Bon Secure Community Works Farm in West Baltimore City. Put this here. And we're going to cut our melon, and let me get the melon out of the freezer as well. So I put this in the freezer about 4 hours ago, and I had another melon, so I cut that out. So let's get started on this big melon here. Some people are not used to cutting melons in general, and really it's just the same idea. So this is an extra large cantaloupe. Usually don't see them quite this large. This is actually organically grown. Just gonna cut right through it. When you deal with fruit like watermelon, I always wash the outside, and with cantaloupe, I do as well, but just before cutting it. Watermelon, because of the type of skin it is, it's okay to wash ahead of time, it's fine. But with cantaloupe, you don't want to wash it until just before you're ready to cut it because it can actually start to breed bacteria and cause some illnesses. So a lot of farms will not wash. They used to wash cantaloupe, but we had an outbreak several years ago where people got really sick. So most farms will do not wash the produce of melons anymore. But it's still good to wash just before you cut. Just don't do it too far in advance. Does anyone have any questions about anything? Hi, Adrian. Hi, Sarah. Hi, Ms. Matthews. Hi, Brian. Ms. Matthews said she just turned 35 on the 18th. I know what you mean, but yes. Yes. Let me get this one. Happy birthday. As I wish you happy birthday online. So these seeds, you can actually, like, if you wanted to, I'm not going to today, but you can put it in your smoothie as well as protein in here. I find with a high-powered blender, you don't really get that texture, but I'm not going to do that because it's not just me. So, let's see. And you can use these, because these are organic seeds, if you grow cantaloupe, like I know you grew some, Miss Matthews, if you're actually growing your own cantaloupe, you can use like seeds from previous year harvest. So this would be great to save for next year. And know that I'm going to get some big cantaloupe from it. So I'm going to put this to the side as well. So I just cut it in half, and I'm just going to cut it in half again. And then one more time. So basically I'm cutting it into 8ths. Make it easier to deal with. work with, and I'm just going to slide the knife right under or right between the rind and the flesh. Turn it around. The other side. This melon smells really, really good. This is also going to be very sweet. And you only need about a cup and a half. So because this is such a large melon, I only really need about an eighth of it. This is going to be more than what we need. Put that here. Actually, you know what? Let me go and cut these up in right-sized pieces. So when I eat salad, I like to make sure that it's fork size. I don't have to use a knife when I'm eating. So I'm just going to cut these up. Put it back in here. Yes, happy new Friday, Kayvon. Good to see all of you all here. So the recipes are up on the website, and I did link them in the description on YouTube and on Facebook. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. I'll be putting up more videos that will not necessarily be live. They'll just go straight to the YouTube channel, so definitely check that out. We have plenty of produce this time of year at a lot of the farms. It's basically harvest season, so it's a lot of produce available. So I'll be just showing how to use a lot of that in the next coming weeks. So I'm just going to cut up our watermelon into bite-sized pieces and putting it in the bowl with our melon, and then I'm going to make the dressing for our salad. Whenever you use, like if you want to keep your fruit fresh for more than just the day, it's good to use some type of vinegar to help just making sure it doesn't get slimy or weird. So in this case, basically some type of acid. So it could be vinegar, it could be some type of fruit like a lime or lemon. For this today, we're actually using lime juice. So for our melon salad, we're going to use 1/4 cup of lime juice. You can use bottled or fresh. And 1/4 cup of our agave. Put all this in. If you don't want to use a sweetener, you really don't have to. Just add either lime juice or lemon juice to this. You can even add balsamic vinegar. It'll give it a different flavor, but it'll still be good as well. And mix this all together. If you want to, you can add some fresh basil to this, fresh mint. It'll be really good as well. I'm just going to leave it like this, and it is ready. So if you don't want the extra sweetener, you don't have to use it at all. Really, this fruit if you need it, but I'm just following the recipe for you all, and this is going to be really good as a dessert. If you don't eat all of this within a couple of days, and you know you're not going to finish it all, you can still put it in the blender, and you'll have yourself a smoothie as well. So let's make our smoothie. This is our melon smoothie. I'm going to add 4 cups of oat milk. So this is vanilla oat milk, but you can use any plant-based milk you want. Cashew milk would be great. Rice milk as well. I love to use almond milk. So really any of those will do. You can make your own almond milk. To this, I'm going to add in my watermelon and my frozen cantaloupe. So when I use some frozen fruit, I don't necessarily have to use ice. I'm hoping to avoid using ice for this. And I'm going to add in 2 to 4 tablespoons of agave. Once again, totally up to you. You don't have to add that if you don't want to. Adding 4 tablespoons of 1/4 cup to here. And just put the top on your blender container, and I'm going to get it started. So it's going to get a little loud. Just a moment. There you go. So if you want it thicker, which I'm going to want a little thicker than this, I have some more frozen melon, some cantaloupe. So I'll add some more after I drink some of this down. And I will, if I wanted to, I could add ice. The ice will add more water content and reduce some of the calories as well. If you're concerned about that. Do you have any questions? No? Awesome. So if you like these videos, make sure you give it a thumbs up. That definitely helps with the algorithm for the social media. And I'm going to get ready to make our pesto in just one moment. Let's move this out the way and rinse off my sticky hands from our delicious sweet melon. Right. I'm just going to move this out the way as well. So I was told that some people don't know how to use fresh basil. So we're going to do that next. So how many of you all have made pesto before? Let me know. I'm making a vegan pesto today. And really, it's not too much different than regular pesto. We're just substituting the Parmesan cheese with nutritional yeast. So for this, we want 2 cups of fresh basil. So this beautiful basil, and all of this gorgeous basil here, which I'll be making a lot of recipes with basil this week, was grown at Bon Secure's community farm in West Baltimore. And let's see, like, I wish y'all could smell this. It's gorgeous. So as basil is in the mint family, it has a square stem. Most of these plants, you can just take it upright and go straight down the stem and take the leaves off. And then for the top, you just basically want to pinch it. And there you go. The stem has a lot of vitamins and nutrients in it, like the stem with kale and other things. You can use this to flavor up your stock. This is going to make some really delicious veggie stock. So you can use this for that. You can juice it. And if you want to, you can put it in your smoothies as well, as long as it's not woody. So this is not a very woody stalk here or stem here, but sometimes they do get pretty woody, so you don't want to use that in your smoothies. And that's it. So we have our beautiful leaves. Because they are going into our food processor, we don't have to do a whole lot with it. But let's say you want to use this for putting on your pizza or putting it in a pasta dish. You can just take a bunch of leaves. And you can do a couple of things. You can roll all the leaves together and just make it nice and tight and slice through. Or you can just lay them on top of each other flat and slice like lengthwise through as well. Really, however you want to use it for your dishes, you can do that. Usually with fresh basil, I'll add it to my dishes towards the end of cooking. This is making a tomato sauce, I might put it in a little earlier and then add some more at the end. But if you're using dried basil, you can just put it right into whatever you're making. If you're making soup or anything like that, a dressing, you can just put it right in. So we have about 2 cups on here, a little more. Awesome. So I think Adrian's giving a thumbs up. You baked pesto. So for this, we're going to add in, really, I love this. It's really easy. Just add all the ingredients to your food processor. So I'm using the Escalade. I'm putting in ½ cup of sunflower seeds. If you don't have sunflower seeds, you can use walnuts. Walnuts are very high in fat, and they do well. Traditional basil is made with pine nuts, which can be difficult to find, and if you do find it, it's pretty expensive. So if you use the substitute, definitely feel free to do that. I'm going to add in 1/4 cup of our nutritional yeast. You hear any noise, that's just rain. I'm going to add in 3 cloves. Actually, I like a lot of garlic. 4 cloves of fresh garlic right in there. And some wild rain. 2 tablespoons of lemon juice. Always tell people once you make the basis, taste it to see if you need to add any more lemon juice or any more oil. You can kind of tell as you're going along. And then I'm going to add in 2 cups of our basil leaves. Just going to start with just half of this, so about a cup, and get this kind of pulp. And then add the rest of our basil. And a little pesto because it's very versatile. You can do a lot with this. I'm just going to blend it now on high just for a moment. Of grapeseed oil, or you can use olive oil. Some people find olive oil to be a little bitter in flavor, so for people who don't particularly like olive oil too much, you can use grapeseed oil. But traditionally, it is made with olive oil. We'll take off this part, and I'm just going to drizzle in our olive oil while it's blending. Yes. What did you do there? Oh, drizzle in oil. So instead of just putting it all in at one time, I'm basically letting the oil and the lemon juice kind of like emulsify and make a nice creamy texture instead of it like separating. Like I could have put all of it in, but it wouldn't have blended as nicely. It still would have blended okay, but wouldn't have been as, yeah, not as smooth. So I'm just going to use my spatula here. My spatula here and blend it just a little more. And that's that. Super easy to make. You can put this on pizza. I love pesto pizza. You can use this as a dip with your veggies. You can put it on toast, put it on your bread. Today we're going to serve it with pasta. So I just made some whole wheat pasta here. So you can use spaghetti noodles. You can also do, like, if you want to do a gluten-free, you can use zoodles or zucchini noodles. You can use carrot noodles and just like use that in place of pasta. But I'm using this sprout rotini whole wheat pasta here. And put this in. If you want to, like if you want to make a big batch or a lot more than this, you can actually put this in ice cube trays and freeze it. And whenever you are making something that you want a little nice savory flavor, you can just take a cube out, put it in your frying pan or in your soup or whatever, and cook with that. And you're getting like oil and basil together. This also has protein in it from the sunflower seeds. So it's very nutritious and very healthy. If you don't want to add any fats to this, like let's say you don't want to add the olive oil or grapeseed oil, you can use broth instead. So it might not be quite as creamy, but it'll still taste good. So you can do that as well. I'm actually going to make a little more pesto here, but this will get us started for eating in the immediate, and then I'm just going to make some more because I have a lot of basil. So we try to use a lot of this up now, and then I'll make some more dishes this weekend, and I'll videotape that for you all, and I'll put that on the YouTube channel. So make sure you're subscribed. And here we go. So let's say right now is truly basil season. All of the farms have beautiful basil right now. But if you only have a little basil, you can actually substitute, like let's say you go to the store and you can find a little packets of basil. You can substitute the recipe with just little basil and add in spinach. You can add in a lot of other grains as well. I've done it with spinach. I've done it with kale. It was okay. It was a little strong. I liked it, but it was a little strong. And I know I've done it with some other grains, but yeah, definitely. Oh, beet greens. You can use beet greens as well. So you can just switch out. You know, if you don't have a lot of basil, just add some other greens. Or if you just want to, you have a lot of extra greens, put it in there and mix it all together as well. So if you have any questions, definitely feel free to ask in the comment section. Once again, if you like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up or a heart, and share this video with others as well. So I will be here next Friday for our Live at 5, and I'll bring some more delicious farm fresh produce. Actually, next Friday, we're doing a special Live at 5. I'll post that soon. It'll be the Friday just before Labor Day. And so we're going to do a grilling special. Yes, Live at 5. So it's going to be basically around foods that we normally would eat for Labor Day. So we'll do some back bean burgers and some grilled fruit as well. So definitely check that out next Friday, 5 p.m. Eastern Time. And I will see you all then. Make sure there's no more questions or comments here. Oh no, I'm not selling any food right now. But definitely, you all just watched me. So you can definitely pick up some basil from a lot of the farm stands. The Farm Alliance of Baltimore has a farm stand at Waverly every Saturday. You can go there from 7 to 12. They also have a lot of basil at Strength to Love 2 Farm. And like I said, I got this from Bond Secure. I will be at Bond Secure for another cooking demo on September 21st. And if you can attend in person, they're also giving away free produce. So it's a great way to support local and let them know that the community actually wants these programs. So I will hopefully see some of you all in person there. Also, this weekend is So Freaking Vegan Weekend. Yes, in Baltimore at Terra Cafe tonight at 7 p.m. So like an hour and a half. You can go to Terra Cafe. Tonight is karaoke night. Tomorrow, I'll be doing a cooking demo there at 2 p.m. And they'll have vendors there from Flourish and some other places as well, selling items. They'll have music, a lot of activities throughout the day tomorrow. And then Sunday, they're having a vegan brunch. So definitely check that out. So Freaking Vegan. If you put that in YouTube, you'll find out more information about that. And I've also shared it on my personal Facebook page and on Holistic Wellness and Health Facebook. So you can check that out for more details. Also tomorrow, I will be at White Rock Community Farm at 12 o'clock. I'm going to cooking demo using their farm fresh produce, and we will cook up some of the pears that they have, as well as making the herb garden salad that I made last week. I'll be using their produce to make that in person so that everyone can try it. So if you saw me make it last week and you're like, oh, I want to try it, if you can get the White Rock tomorrow, I will have it there. And what else is going on? This is next 2 weekends. So not this weekend, next weekend is the Green Body Brand Veg Fest in Union Market. I'll be there as well. Doing a cooking demo, and I'll have a table. So if you want to come and say hi, definitely do that. And then the following weekend, we will be at the Richmond Veg Fest, and I'll be a cooking demo there too. So definitely feel free to check out like all of these events. I have all of them posted on my Facebook page, Holistic Wellness and Health. Make sure you share this video as well, and make sure you give a thumbs up, say hello, and if you're watching this as a replay, put in hashtag replay. Okay, I think that's everything. I will see you all next Friday, 5 p.m. Eastern Time. Have a beautiful weekend and a great week. Peace and blessings to everyone. Take care. You're welcome. So Tavon says, oh yes, Parent Cafe. Yeah, you can make it. That'd be great. Yeah, Terrence is the owner over there, and he's gonna have like a whole. I'm looking forward to the vegan brunch on Sunday. I love brunch food. Yeah. All right. Take care.